Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for braving the hour change to be here. I'm very impressed. Good job. Well, we have an illustration today, and here at First Colony, we love kids. We love families. We want you to know that you're welcome and that we want you to learn about God, no matter what age you are, to impact your eternity. And this month-ish, we've been talking about spiritual warfare, and so I want to have an illustration that involves spiritual warfare, encouraging children and adults to do the right thing. So I have some paper here, and we know that God gave us his laws. And Satan takes God's laws and he tears them and says, did God really mean to do that? Did he really say to do that? We know that he's the deceiver and he's trying to mess you up. And so, as you can see, I have different elements of what we'll call sin. Well, my verse comes to us from James chapter 4:7, and it tells us as believers that we are to submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So I picked reddish color to represent Jesus' covering for a believer. Pretty cool. I can blow up a balloon and tie it. That's skills. Thank you. Thank you. So we have a balloon, and the cool thing is that with God, we have the ability to say no to sin. And it doesn't stick to us. We have the power over sin. We have the power over Satan in the sense that we are to submit to God. What is submit? It means we need to know and do God's law. And a quick commercial here. One of the things our students have been working on is memorizing the law as well as the Lord's Prayer. And moms and dads, if you're working on it already, awesome. If you haven't been, I have extra sheets in the back by the chapel. If your son or daughter can save them to you, we're taking them out to Baskin-Robbins on Thursday for anybody who completes the whole section, and they can order whatever they want. So pretty cool. So that's the positive. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Now, the interesting thing is, though, as believers, sometimes we start to think about different things that we've heard that God said not to do. Children, honor your parents. Do I really need to honor my parents? Do I really need to obey my parents? Don't lie, don't steal. All these things that we as adults struggle with as well. The problem is that we lose the battle in our head. It's not just an instant thing. It's something where you've been thinking about it and you're like, could I do that? Should I do that? It's not going to be that bad. And when that happens, you can only guess what happens. Things begin to stick, which isn't a good thing. You don't want that to happen. So the message is clear. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you.